Hold on to your uncles and your wives because we are back, baby. We are not live this time, but we are here to talk Below Deck episode 4. All right. I am your captain, Sasha Joseph, joined by our cheeky and charismatic co-host, Chappell. Welcome. Another episode down.
Another episode down. Is this like a uniquely Australian thing to just be like, I'm cheeky, I'm Aussie, come on.
I can say the C word. It's
right. I can say these things about you. You can't get mad. I'm cheeky. Get over it. It's cool. I'm gonna start saying that. I'm Aussie, right?
Yeah. I think for everything that people get mad at me about on a podcast, I'm just gonna be like, I'm cheeky, I'm Indian. You don't know.
I'm cheeky, I'm black. Look at me. I'm cheeky.
Oh my God. Is that our new never?
Yeah, I'm cheeky. We cheeky. Every time we say something spicy, we just go, we're cheeky. We're cheeky.
We're cheeky. Come on.
Come
on.
Yeah.
What? It doesn't work since we're not Ben.
We're not Aussie, you know, the Aussies, they can
Aussie. Yeah. Listen, I know Aussie cricket. I can name some old players. Listen, shout out Brett Lee.
I got 2 Australian friends, maybe 3.
Me too. I have 2.
Exactly. So it just works, right? If they can say it, I can too, right?
They adopted us.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we have so much to get into. And believe it or not, Chappell, an actually mid-high level Watch What Happens Live, where it wasn't fully trashed. Shout out to Lolly for tagging us in it.
Right. I definitely saw that we got the tweet that said we have to watch What Happens Live. And I know, I was like, that's Sasha's area of expertise. She's gonna tap me into what's going on. I'm excited. I need to figure out what's going on. I'm excited. Because this episode, I feel like things are it's like a slow burn this season. Everything's slowly climbing. I'm thinking, okay, 4 seasons in, it hasn't hit its high points, but maybe they're just trying to pace ourselves until it gets really, really good.
Listen, allegedly, right? All these firings, so something's gotta give. And I do think that they're a little bit more good at their jobs than normal. So that's also why I think we're not getting a lot of stress in that way. So hopefully something breaks. I need people to crack. That isn't Cat.
Yeah. There's not Cat. It's not fun watching Cat crack. I kind of feel bad, but I'm kind of like, I don't really know what you can do in this situation if you are her coworker or her employer, and you're saying, you know, you're not going to like all the people you work with all the time. You're not going to be able to be friends. It's almost like she just needs to remove herself from the situation.
Yes.
I'm not quite sure what they can do to help her, but my heart goes out to her because she's having a hard time.
Yeah, I think therapy. Lots of it. That's therapy helps us all, but especially Cat. Okay, can't wait. But also, before we get into everything, help us get to 250 episodes. Episodes. What is wrong with me? 250. Help us get to 250 reviews. Okay, we're really close. I think we're 15 away. So help us out quickly. Give us that 5 stars. 5 stars only. All right. It would be really helpful and it'll get more people to watch the show. And if you're watching us on YouTube, on the RHAP Has a Podcast YouTube channel, make sure you're leaving us a like, a comment. Last time we got a I love you guys.
Aww.
We love you.
We love you too. That's so dope.
Yeah. And share with your below deck loving friends. Okay. We're trying to grow the pod. Help us out. Okay. With that, I think we gotta jump in because they just threw us in, no life jacket, to this Fraser and Captain Carrie conversation, right? And I love that Fraser's like, she's vile to me. Vile. She's not a team player. And I think Captain Carrie did a masterclass in how to manage conflict. Because he said, but is she good at X? Yes. She good at Y? Yes. Is she good at Z? Yes. Is she good at A? Yes. B. So how do we fix her attitude?
So where do we go from here, right? Yeah. It's like she's an asset. She's good at her work. You can utilize her, but y'all are having a personal conflict, a difference in personalities, whatever. Is there something that you can do, supervisor, to make this better? Because you're in charge, right? So if she's that good, maybe we should be trying harder to make this asset feel like, you know, part of the team, and to also like maybe you could meet her halfway on some stuff because she's that good. If she was bad at these things, then I know we could replace her and get somebody potentially good who will have the things that you're looking for personality wise, but then also will be an asset to the team. But she's good. So it's kind of like, why risk it to bring in somebody who's now bad at their job if you can make this personality trait work? Y'all don't got to be best friends. You know, this is not below deck best friend adventure. But, you know, you could at least, you know, keep it cordial, maybe put your own feelings to the side a little bit, because this is work. You're getting paid a lot of money to do this.
Yeah. And can I just spoil it here, how I feel about Barbie from Watch What Happens Live, or do I wait?
No, let's talk about it. We don't have to go in order. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Because no, I really think it's changed how I'm gonna talk about the episode. That's why she was amazing. She immediately took responsibility. She's like, I come off so disrespectful, so rude. Fraser has been trying to help me, and I know I have an attitude, right? Like, I'm blunt, I say what I want, but I didn't realize it was this bad. So I full responsibility taken. And it was her and Jared, by the way, which is hilarious after what happens. But Andy kept calling Jared Fraser. So don't ever come for us in the comments and in our reviews talking about we mispronounced. At least we know what we're talking about.
At least we know the names.
I'm just kidding. But
we're Aussie. We're trying.
We're Aussie.
We're charismatic. It's cheeky.
We're cheeky. Yeah. And but also it's so funny because then she goes on to praise Fraser. And she said she learned the most from Fraser. She thinks he's a great leader. He's a great chief stew. And one of the little games was who would be a better chief stew. And she said, Fraser, he should come back.
See, this is the real masterclass. You know, like Carrie does a good job, but this is what you do on a reality show when you come off the show looking bad. You say, because no one's going to see your side. You can't prove your side. We're going off of what we see on the camera. So you address what we see. Hey, yeah, I looked really bad. If I was watching that with y'all's eyes, I would feel the same exact way. I'm sorry. There are things about this person that the same things y'all see, I see about that person. They're good at their job, blah, blah. If there is something that worked off camera, then whatever, you can tell that to us if you want to, but you can't lean on y'all didn't see it behind the scenes, because we're not seeing that. So really just take ownership of what you could be doing differently and how you come off, because there's no way she watches that and doesn't think, okay, even if she knows that there's more to the story, there's no way that she saw the television character, that person's not coming off great. So I think this is amazing.
Yeah, so good. And I think she really leaned into the perception is reality, right? So she's like, this is what y'all saw, and let me just hop on it and not mess it up even more for myself. So I just thought it was chef's kiss. Like, she did it so well. And whatever PR lesson she got, or if that's actually her, either way, I don't care. She came off miles ahead to where now I'm like, is Barbie my favorite?
No, in the next episode, she's gonna say something crazy. You're gonna be like, okay, maybe.
You'll be like, okay, she's my favorite now, but not when this was happening. So yeah, I wanted to say that at the top because it was really, really good. And Jared was pretty boring. He wasn't doing his crazy one-liners as he usually does on Watch What Happens Live. Yeah, and definitely has issues with Ben. Pretty given. He's like, who do I regret the anchor issue with Ben? Yes, that was on me, right? Like, Ben didn't tell me about the anchor, but it's fine. But then didn't regret the whole water backpack situation. And he's like, no, that's on Ben. And says he hasn't talked to Ben since. And can you guess who Barbie hasn't talked to since?
Who Barbie hasn't talked to? I mean, right now it feels like she hasn't talked to a lot of people, but
yeah.
But I don't know. In this episode, it feels like her and Kyle are going to get close. Is that what's going to happen? Are they going to get close and then not be close afterwards?
She says Zandy.
You know what though? You know what? I was going to say in this episode, there's a couple times where Barbie talks about how my whole team hates me. And I'm like, you never see her and Zandy ever have any interaction. Like, what is she talking about?
True.
Because she kept telling people no, at least your team doesn't hate you. Like, your whole team. Like, it's like you beefing with Kat and Fraser's mad at you for beefing with Kat and having an attitude about it. But Zandy's right there. So I don't think they ever get on the same page.
Ooh.
It like because she just kept bringing it up, and I even had in my notes, "What did Zandy do to you? Like, what do y'all have against each
Oh,
other?"
that's
Oh, yeah, they
interesting.
might have just never got along, which is it's very interesting to me because Barbie claims that like their issue with her is like, okay, I'm not warm and fluffy all the time,
Right,
I'm like,
100%.
but Zandy's a vampire, so I think y'all should bond over that or something, I don't know.
Yup. Imagine. So I thought that was really interesting. And she said, yeah, the Zandy thing. So we got to keep an eye on that as well. Those were the highlights of it, but I felt like it really. Oh, and she never had anything nice to say about Kat. She was like,
Yeah.
she's nice. That's why the guests are lucky to have her. For Fraser, she's like, his work ethic is incredible. But that's why the guests are lucky. Blah blah blah. But then they were like, okay, why is Kat good with working with guests? Barbie goes, "She's not. I can't come up with something."
And it's funny now that you brought it up. I don't think Zandy and Barbie spoke to each other in this entire episode.
That makes sense now that you say this.
Yeah, even at the dinner,
Mhm.
I don't know what that's about, but you definitely have my attention now. So next episode, I'm gonna be watching with like a hawk to see if something's going down between them because I just don't. Maybe the personalities just don't do what they need to do for them to work together. Because I've
Yeah.
never seen that. I'm not shocked at all when you say Zandy. I'm like, that actually kind of makes sense.
100%. Not like I didn't even put it together. That's why I made a note of it to bring it up because I was like, "What happened?" But you're right. Oof. Yeah. Anyway, there was Barbie is interesting in a good way. I mean, like I think I'd want to be her friend now. So I thought that was great. And Barbie did call herself Matilda, as in she's the best in her family, but no one sees it.
Oh, so like in her own family or in the below deck family?
Below deck.
Ooh, see, that's the
Yes.
thing. Yeah, she's like, she's including Zandy in that list of people, right? So I'm like, there
Mhm.
has to be something going on that we haven't seen yet that's coming in the season, or maybe that's already kind of happened because we've gotten. I mean, say one negative thing about Zandy right now, Sasha. I don't think you can because we've barely seen her
No.
do anything that anybody's had a
Mhm.
problem with.
100%.
Yeah, interesting.
I know. So keep an eye out. We'll see.
Mhm.
Maybe it's boy issues, but I doubt it. I feel like Zandy's just above that.
Right, and then if it's boy issues, are they fighting over Kyle?
Yeah. This Jared is cracked. Done.com, right? Gone.com.
Is he? It feels like he could be. The moment where Barbie just comes out and tells him that she likes him,
She
and then by
proposes.
pretty much, and by the end of the night, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in." And then they go out to dinner, and they'll go party, and she gets the ick because he's like in a bad mood and stuff
He's
like that. And she
horrible.
right, and so she goes running over to kick it with Kyle, who we know is trying to get in there as well, like in her good graces. But this is only one episode. So it's not to say that she
Mhm.
won't be like back in Jared's like area next episode or
Right.
something
Could
like
be.
that. But right now it doesn't look great. I don't know. I can't see them fighting over Jared, but it's really hard for me to see them fighting over Kyle too. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope none of these boys, none of them are worth it because Jared on Watch What Happens Live also was in my mind. I'm like, were you a little drunk? I don't know. On the show, like on Watch What Happens Live, I mean, because but I know people like Jared, and he reminds me of someone who I love dearly. So I think it's just like a vibes only type of human being. So he said that he does regret or like was like, ugh, that was pretty bad how I acted, but was still like kind of cool with what happened.
In what way? So
He
it's like so he
I
broke. So was he? Well, first of all, my first question, because we
please.
know this happens after we get into the
Mhm.
conversation about his daughter and he misses the call. He's like, if I'm
Correct.
not, so we know he's in a bad mood. They show him drinking like wine or something at the dinner. Is he drunk? That's my question? Is he drunk in the
Seems
moment?
like it. Yeah, he admitted on the show, on Watch
Okay.
What Happens Live, that he was like that it was not great. But then he
Yeah.
said this thing, which I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, he says he regrets being drunk in front of Barbie, but said like when when they asked him, right, what about a night out, like what were your thoughts? He's like, it was like, yeah, and then no. That's all he said.
Okay. Yeah. This it's very cryptic. I need more data. I need more information.
Correct.
Yeah, look, if I have to go into this season thinking, okay, let's do some digging in all these episodes and read between the
Mhm.
lines. I'm fine with that. I am
Same,
fine with
same,
that. It
same.
keep me invested. I'm good with that.
Yeah, so that's why I needed to bring that up too, because he literally was like, "Yeah," and then no. It
Okay.
was very hard, and maybe I'm not fully representing it, but I wanna make it clear that that's literally how he came off,
Yeah.
and I will say Andy calling him Fraser probably wasn't putting him, at, like, ease either.
No, no. And then did he have any words about Kyle? Because I mean, it does feel like that's his opposition when it
Yeah,
comes
he
to
didn't say anything about Kyle, it was very focused on Ben.
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Barbie did call him out for calling her bacteria, and she's like, "Yeah." Jared said, "Yeah, I understand, I understand." He just kept saying that over and over.
He's cheeky. He didn't mean
He's
it. He's
cheeky, come
cheeky. He can
on.
say it.
He's
Yeah.
Aussie.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
He's not. Anyway, yeah, so very interesting Watch What Happens Live, where it was very much you had to read body language with him more than anything else. So like I said, Barbie came out 100% on top. So, just going back to the night out, let's just finish the night out. And because it's so funny. And then Barbie's like, got the ick. And the queen that she is, she says, that man also likes me. So let me quickly go down to Kyle. Like she didn't just dog him out to Fraser, or not to Fraser, to Ben, being like,
yeah.
that's just my friend. Da da da. She said, what's going on? Twirls her hair, plays with it's ready. It's time.
I appreciate Kyle in these moments too,
Yes.
because he says like, I don't know if Barbie's gonna be really into Jared. I don't know if he got any like Kyle basically said like Jared's no competition anyway. Like look, y'all are not prepared. Don't count me out
Mhm.
yet. And then by the end of the episode, it does look like he was right into not being counted out yet. I don't know. I appreciate that level of confidence because it just
Me
feels
too.
something about being able to just be like, no, I'm not gonna fight for her. She like we don't have to fight over anybody. She's her own person. If that's what she wants, then she'll be there. But I have a feeling
Mhm.
that she's gonna realize that the grass is greener over here. And there were some subtle moves, even though he claimed they weren't moves. Hey, oh my back is so sunburned. Can you get that for me? There were definitely something going on there, Kyle.
Taking
We
his
seen it.
shirt off. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, Kyle.
Right. He said, "Oh yeah, it's my." She's like, "Oh, let me get this aloe vera," but he told the producers it wasn't a move. Yes, it was.
Don't lie.
Stop it.
Why?
It's
Why
we
lie?
family. You don't have to lie to us. Lie to them.
Correct.
Don't lie to us. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Listen, bring out the aloe vera and then you can get a little pricked and be like, oh no,
Oh
it
no.
hurts.
Could you just get that part for me? Oh my god.
Please. Come on.
Yeah.
Girls have been doing that move for years.
Kyle know what he doing. I look, 2 thumbs up for Kyle. Good episode.
Yeah, I think he really has redeemed himself. Like he's coming back, baby. So let's see with Kyle. And then Jared called these two on Watch What Happens Live either a budding flower or a ticking time bomb. He talks about Ben and Sunny, of course.
What do you think about not Sunny in general, but what do you think about Sunny's attraction to Ben at this point? Because it does not look like she is completely off the Ben train yet.
She's not. Let's be very clear. When you like someone and then they dog you out even a little bit, it hurts. Okay, and that's what's going on here, right? Like she kind of tells Ben at the start, in the middle of the episode rather, that hey, I didn't like that. That wasn't cool. And he just gives her a very non-apology, right? Where he's just kind of like on the boat. I would have pushed him in the water and been
Yeah,
like, Captain, he's in the water with a life jacket, Captain.
oh,
Captain.
no. Yeah. No, he definitely doesn't acknowledge that he hurt her feelings. He was more to the effect of, "Oh, you're not taking that seriously, are you?" Like, that's not something to get upset about, like, I was just, I hate that you felt that way or that it came off that way to you, but that's not what I meant. But it really wasn't like he's even said, like, "I don't think the captain noticed that kind of thing. Like, you don't have to worry about that
No.
kind of stuff." And then by the end, when they're having the discussion, he's like, "No, no, you're everybody's favorite. Don't worry about that." Like, he's trying to make her feel better about what he did, but it didn't feel like, and I think he does apologize eventually, but that
Yep.
initial interaction just didn't feel like an apology. It kind of felt like, "What are you talking about? Why are you still bringing that up? It was so small. Get over it."
Yep. 1,000,000%. It's so messy. And then, of course, it comes to a head when they go on a little cute beach walk. And this is when it goes, because he's like, I'm cheeky, I'm Australian. Da, da, da. How do you not walk away?
Because she likes him, like you said, she likes him. So, there's a lot of red flags, but she's got those those rose-colored glasses on. So all the flags look like they're red. So,
The thing
they
is,
all look the same.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. You can't see the red flags because they all look the same to you because
They
they're
all
all
look the
red.
same. Yeah, because she goes to him and says, "You were being a dick." He said, "No, I wasn't." She's like, "Well, it came off like a dick to me." And he's like, "No, I'm just cheeky." It's like, okay, well, if that's your personality, I don't like it. It's like, okay, cool. Well, then if you don't like it, then why are you still talking to him? Because you do. You like that man still. I
And
don't
you
know if
want
it's
him to
just
change.
you want him to change,
Baby
and you cannot
girl.
change. Look, we ain't gotta do this for you, man. Listen, we're gonna say the words here. We're gonna say it because we have to, because we're your friends.
Correct.
You cannot change anybody. You cannot change a man. The man he's telling you this is who I am, and you should not. After that, you should not go back.
Go back. You shouldn't even be. Oh my God. Push him in the water and run and hope that the current takes him to another island and you never see his ass again. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Imagine some man being like, sorry you feel that way. I'm just cheeky. Oh my. You better hope. The thing is, here's the thing, Sonny, right? Look at me. Listen to me, Sonny. You are not even a stew. Why are we unpacking any baggage? You see what I'm saying? What are we? Okay, we don't unpack baggage. The baggage is not for us because in the confessional, Sunny shares her dating history. And I say, how do people that look like this have these issues?
Yeah. Remember that time you brought up therapy? Look, I'm just saying, like, sometimes you got to go and look real deep within and say, like, am I not being fair to myself and my own self-worth? Like,
Correct.
I look really nice. I obviously am a nice person. Why am I attracted to people who are not nice to me? Why is him being a dick and an asshole to you? Because she says they're very close together. Why are those two things? Why is that still attracting you to that person? That should be repelling you away. But yet you're still being pulled into that gravitational pull. Yes, they have a problem because they are being a dick and they're an asshole to you. But also now, like, let's start to look within and say, well, okay, well, why is that magnetic to me? What is it about me that says come over here from those type of people? And if you can't figure that out, maybe you just need to take some time,
Is it me? Am I the drama?
A little bit, right? A little bit. Like, can I be a part of the issue? Yeah, I think that's what we're looking at here.
The thing is, we all need to go with Barbie's strategy. The like, fine, boys is what you need to date. Because guess what? They're always going to treat you well. They might be a little drunk and sloppy, but they're never going to act out on you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough because it's like you could tell Sunny likes Ben. To me, I still am like, I don't really see what she's going for here with Ben, but I guess they get along. That's the thing. I wish I could say they got along and they had really great chemistry, but we spent the entire episode with her being mad at him. And then the night where she gets that apology and he's just kind of like, well, this is just kind of who I am. Because I'm the person who makes a lot of jokes, and I make jokes at my own expense and everybody else's expense too. Sorry, I'm Ozzy, I'm cheeky, I do it, right? But like, if someone tells me I hurt their feelings, my reaction isn't, this is just how I act sometimes. I would probably say, you know what? I'm not going to act that way toward you again. Like, hey, if I feel like we need to maintain this. But if I tell you this is just who I am, that's me saying take it or leave it,
Correct.
And I felt like she was given a take it or leave it situation, and she didn't leave it.
No. And I just want better for my girls. You know what I'm saying? And Sunny, I believe, also likes girls. Yeah, I believe Sunny.
You're still like, well, look, Sunny, maybe there's other people eligible for you on the boat. You don't have to do this.
I'm just saying, Sunny, like the pool is huge. It's a sea.
Yeah.
There are more fish in the sea.
Exactly.
Yes, our minds. So anyway, there's just we're praying for our girl Sunny. I think that's how we gotta leave it at. And that's really the night out. Because it ends with a big blow up where Kat is crying. She's on the phone with her friend, struggling because she's not making any friends. And we talked about that, right? Like how we feel. But Fraser and Barbie are trying to hash it out, and they're like having a little bit of like, Barbie goes, well, you're kind of sassy and mean. And Fraser, that felt like a trigger for
Yeah.
Fraser. So they both are about to go at it. And the cat comes in. Oh my gosh. So then he comes back and he's like, Barbie, like, we just need to be a little bit nicer to Cat. And I think Barbie's like, I don't like this whole squeakiest wheel gets the most grease. Like, that's not cool. And I, in my heart, understand that. So it doesn't go well, but that's where we leave it, or leave the whole conversation.
Yeah, I mean, to your point about that, like, the person who's crying the most or the person who's like being outwardly expressive is the one that gets a lot of attention. That's annoying to a lot of people. I know that's annoying to me for sure.
Me
Because
too.
they always say like check on your strong friends. It's like, yeah, because your strong friends are the ones you're ignoring because they're the strong ones, but they're putting on a strong face a lot of times because everybody goes through stuff, right? And
Yep.
so it's like, why are you not paying more attention to your friends in general, right? And so I think if she's looking at Kat as like every other day, she has a breakdown about not having any friends or whatever, and then you just ditch me and my feelings and tell me to be nicer to her, but you don't actually address how I feel in these situations because we're always trying to placate someone else. And so I get that, but this takes such a turn because I think that I don't know Barbie, and I guess she does apologize to her, so maybe she sees it the same way I do. But in this moment, you're talking to your boss at a bar, and your response to him while y'all are like trying to hash things out, I think he drags her away to the bar and says like,
Yep.
"Let's go get a drink or something," so where y'all could talk. And you're just like, you're a little sassy. Like, okay, so sassy to your boss isn't good. You don't talk to your boss like that, even though y'all are out of work. But that's probably why you shouldn't drink and stuff with your boss, right? Because you can't do
Or
that.
healthy boundaries. How do we host healthy boundaries?
Right, especially when he feels like he's giving constructive criticism and she's like,
Yep.
well, kind of like almost like reacting to what he's saying. And also the word sassy is very coded. It's just a
That's what I
coded
felt.
word
Yep,
to
I
where
agree.
like it feels like you don't say sassy to men that you think are masculine, right? You're saying that to almost demasculinize them because
Mhm.
it's such like a feminine coded word a lot of times, right?
Mhm,
And we know
100%.
and we know that's probably not a big deal with Fraser, but it's still a very choice word because Fraser he calls himself mama or says stuff
Mhm.
every now and then. So maybe it wasn't a big deal to him in a normal situation when they're all like saying nice things to each other. But when you put a negative spin on it, it
Correct.
does feel like almost like an attack. And so he basically tells her, we got to get this together or it's not going to work. Like I am not your subordinate. You're my subordinate. Thus, you can't talk to me like that. I don't even talk to you like that. I'm trying to level with you. Because if he said the things he wanted to say to her, then I could say, okay, this is inappropriate from
Yeah.
him. But he's keeping that stuff in, telling us, and even telling Captain Carey that kind of stuff. He's not attacking her directly, at least from my perspective. So I'm glad that
Yeah.
she saw it the same way on Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah, I do think that, this just isn't the right time to talk to someone with alcohol, but I do understand what he's trying to do, right? He's like, "Listen, let me like over a drink, stakes are low. Maybe the positional power, we can be a little bit more equal whereas on the boat we're very much like on, right? And
Yeah,
here we get to be a little bit off." So
right.
besides I want him to also take a break. And he's constantly telling her, like, bring it or go home, right? He said that in different iterations to her by now. And I think she's good. She's a good worker. So sometimes, just like what we said to Toomey, right? I do need you to like see the bigger picture a little bit and do see that Kat is struggling. And Kat is like, I don't want to be bland. I'm sorry, the scream I
Baby.
let out.
Because Kat, I know you're listening to this, and I mean this from the deepest, darkest pit of my soul. It's okay. Just
Yeah.
be you, babe. Like I'm not gonna
That's the
just
thing.
just be you. If you bland, people gonna love your blandness. You don't gotta
Mhm.
don't stress over that because trust me. There are worse things to be called than bland. You just it's okay. You could just sit in that.
My favorite is she's like during the night out, right? Because she's like, "Oh, I maybe we can not go out once and play board game."
I said, well, again, bland. maybe that's just you, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You want to play board
listen,
games?
that is a great night out for me.
Right. That's
I'll
not
be your friend, but
right. That's what I said. But you don't have to reject those feelings. That's just you can sit in that and say, hey, that is me. I'm old. I tell people all the time, Unc old. These a lot of this stuff these kids out here doing, I'm not gonna do that stuff. And
me
that's
AF.
okay. Right. But I'm not gonna be crying, talking about me. Well, I'm so old, I don't get to hang out. Like, hey, learn to sit in yourself and say, that's me. That is me. I'm old. That's not for me. Y'all go do that. Me and Captain Carrie can play board games or something. You know, like
Correct.
that. There's something else that you could be doing aside from partying with these people every day. You can go get you some good sleep, talk to your friends on the phone. There's something, you know, something. But don't be in here crying about being bland if you know you got bland tendencies.
Production's
You know
gonna beat you all. Like, what?
yeah.
It's probably in their contract that they have to go out.
Right.
So I was like, girl, be serious. No, it's not happening. Hell, can you imagine Captain Carrie had to go get a
He
drink with
came out.
everyone?
Yeah, Captain Sandy used to leave the boat at least twice a season. So
Yeah.
and she like, I'm busy. I don't got time for this, and I don't drink. And she still came. So Cat, babes, you gotta yeah, come on. we can't do this today. 4 episodes in, Cat, get it together. They're gonna fire you for not going out.
No, she's not a black woman. I don't think it'll happen. Anyway, so yeah, that wraps up. Like it's to be continued, the Barbie and Fraser thing. So let's see. I really hope they get it together. But if not, more drama for us. All right. So let's now get to our guests.
No, I need more information about who got fired for not going out. Who's the black one?
Oh no, sorry. I just meant in life.
Oh, like, nah, lady, you get to keep your job. It's okay.
Yeah. No, I just meant like this is a known thing. Like I
thought this was a below deck. I thought there was another below deck person. I was about to say, because I watched them do to me so wrong. I was like, you know.
No, I'm so sorry. No, real world.
Yeah, I was like,
y'all know this about real world work. So it comes in. You know how people get like told, "Oh, you're not smiling enough.
You're not hanging out. You're not.
That's what I meant."
That's what Barbie said is happening to her. I have not seen that yet. But I have not seen that. I don't
believe so.
Yeah, I've not seen that. Sorry.
Listen, Barbie is a girl's girl. She's like, the boys like me, but I want the girls to like me.
Is she a girl's girl if the girls don't like her?
Listen, maybe not, but I'm gonna say at least she's trying.
At least she's trying. Yeah.
All the girls want to be friends with each other, but none of them are friends with each other.
Right. Because Zandy definitely don't really have a relationship with Kat either. You know, we really need to get Zandy on this podcast. That should be our goal for the season. Oh
my God.
Get our vampire queen to come join us and give us all the information, because I know she got it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like she actually knows everything. And they're all like just kind of looking over her.
Yes.
Okay, get Zandy on
tweet or something like that. Yeah. Let's all just like tweet her and be like, Zandy, girl, hey.
Let's find her Instagram. We need to get her. Okay. So yeah. Now let's get to the guest. Okay. We have a vow renewal and a marriage. Or 2 vow renewals and a marriage. I felt that the wedding ceremony was beautiful. Everyone, really, really tried. But the guests were not in the correct outfits.
Oh, see, but I'm trying. Okay.
This is their marriage.
We're cheeky, okay? We're cheeky. Yeah, okay. So this is a cheeky place that I'm about to say this from. Yes. Fraser called them people tacky.
Oh, you're right. Not me forgetting that happened. Yes.
And I'm going to just remind y'all that Fraser said it, not me.
Yeah, at Fraser, not at Sasha
Fraser,
or
not
Chappell.
us. Fraser called them people tacky.
Actually, yeah, that makes me feel better. Thank you.
I'll put it like this. It was their love meant more to them than the ceremony.
Correct.
So they're all in love. Yeah, that's how I'll put it. I just know
could never be me.
It couldn't have been us, but for them, I feel like their love was so strong that they didn't have to go, because the locale was beautiful. That waterfall, I said, that is so dope.
Oh my gosh, so good. I was like, yeah, let me renew my vows there. I'm down.
Right. I'm definitely coming to the vow renewal because that was so awesome. But when I tell you, if we got to dress like this, I don't want no pictures. You know, like it's like such a half measure. You get the most beautiful location and then you don't stunt. You got to stunt on them, y'all. Ugh.
And the thing is, why aren't we like matching? Right. Again, this is a you and me problem. But
that's what I'm saying. You're supposed to stunt. The photos are supposed to carry the event after it's over.
Thank you. Okay. Like, tell me why, because this is gonna be my 5th wedding anniversary this year. And I'm just like, what are we doing? That's like huge. Right. Am I hosting a party? And then everyone told me to temper down. Boo. But if I were going to like the Caribbean or wherever to like a beautiful island, there's a way to be island chic and still kill them. And we know you got money. You want a boat.
You got money. That's what I'm saying. They too rich. I think when you get too rich, then you be like,
Bay Area people.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I don't dress up for that stuff. I don't spend my money on trivial things.
Chic.
I don't. Yeah. That's a whole different vibe. Because even Fraser be speaking. He said, one day he would get married and he wanted like a beach wedding, and then he started to describe. He immediately was like, wearing linens. He had already described the outfits because it's a part of the ceremony. It matters.
With Pinterest and TikTok so readily available, or Google, why aren't we trying? You could have a nice little lace number that's short, even, or long. It doesn't matter. Who cares? It's your wedding.
Hire us. Hire us now. We will send you I will make the Pinterest right now.
I literally Googled it so that I'm not talking out of my ass, because I looked at beach wedding dresses and they're so beautiful. I could cry. Oh my God. This is literally by a waterfall. This one. Ugh.
Ooh, yeah. What's her name on 90 Day Fiance? She's having the beach. She had the beach wedding, right? Her dress was so pretty.
Yeah.
Her dress was so pretty. Yeah. And her dress options were pretty. The other ones that she looked at,
correct, we're better. Yeah.
So
but they don't got no money to spend.
That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different podcast.
Correct. Okay, guys, check out 90 Day. No, but seriously, there's so many cute lace numbers that I'm looking at online right now. I'm very disappointed with the Forever 21 that we were given. That's all, because it was beautiful. That's all.
It was nice. And it was, like I said, it seemed like a lot of love in the air. But just like y'all got to stunt on them.
Are you getting married for the first time while I'm renewing my vows at the same time? 3 on 1.
Okay. There's no way anybody that I marry would be willing to share their day with 3 people. Yeah, it's just not like
the correct.
Would I? Sure, fine, probably. But I also know that nobody.
So you getting married and me and Tyre, like with our partners every New Year.
Y'all are just there taking up my big day at my waterfall.
Imagine.
Like, probably dressed better than me at that point. So I'm kind of like, no.
We want to allow you to look like scrub. Be serious.
And listen, but that's what I'm saying. Neither with my wife. So
correct.
I'm saying, y'all, this is a real friend group. Okay, they were there to support each other in all the ways, and
they're better than us. I think
everybody kiss. Just all y'all kiss. Just do it.
That's what Carrie said. Was like, you can now choose whichever you want.
Yeah, everybody kiss, because obviously y'all are in this together, like a High School Musical.
But this isn't the swingers group.
Wait, I can't believe it. I refuse to believe it. After the 3-on-1 wedding, oh yeah, y'all all a family together. They get a compound, get a house. I'd watch the show.
Same. Sister Wives Part 3. Can't wait. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, I just thought it was so funny. I needed to bring it up, and then we have this one line that. Big Brother, not Big Brother. What is wrong? We need the Big Brother producers because Below Deck has failed. Okay. The chef goes, I need to do really good. Blah, blah, blah. This is my dating. My wife left me for my uncle when I got her a job on the boat. And the uncle was the captain.
This is the kind of mess that I shouldn't even be allowed to know, because it's so good. What happened? What?
When I tell you, I almost DM'd him and was like, please, can you come on the podcast?
Please. Also, give us your uncle's information as well so we can reach out to him for an interview.
Correct.
What This man got married at 26, and his wife left him for his uncle, and he still believes that there will be a love in his life. That would have broke me. That'd have been it. That'd have been it. Y'all be like, Chappell, why don't you? I don't believe in love. I don't believe in none of that stuff no more. What is that?
Baby,
What's
don't hurt
family?
me. No.
Right. What is family? What is family? For what?
And what do you mean uncle? Is this like a uncle that, you know, like how we say, like, this is my uncle isn't just someone older, my parents' age? Or is this
your mom's brother? Right.
No, why'd you say it like that? That just felt even more.
Because that's what it is. Your mom's brother stole your wife.
And he was a captain? And you let it? Stand up. Boom.
Stand up.
Like, what?
Stand up. Never tell that story. The FBI and Batman couldn't get that story out of me. Are you kidding me?
No, that throw me overboard, right? Like, why?
Oh my God. I was stuttering. I said, wait, maybe his dad's brother stole his wife from him.
His grandmother's son stole his wife.
He's a blood relative that raised him partially.
So, at least saw it. You know what this is giving? Larsa and
MJ. Boy, I
my
swear.
aunt stole my kid.
Well, how did we get here? And also, I know you don't think you're not gonna give us no more information. I need more data.
What I'm saying. I'm so angry that no information was given.
Right. Where's the follow-up? Where Andy Cohen, can you hear me when I say this is what you're supposed to do as a journalist? This is what we needed.
And the confessional, you just let him say this, and then
that's
just okay, cool, thank you. Next,
tell us about your cat. No, I don't want to know about the damn cat. I need more questions. Where is this? Is your uncle now married to your ex-wife? Is that your aunt now?
That's what I'm saying. So are the kids your cousins?
What is the answer? I need to know.
I hate this. I hate this. Imagine the food that this man was making for her.
Oh my God.
She still left. Because did you see that steak that he made for the cruise? That you want food?
That lamb was so good looking.
So good. I love lamb. I love lamb.
Oh my God. That plate. This man, they told him to speed up cooking, and he did. He made the crew a whole little buffet. Then he put his foot in every dish that night. I mean, you could just see how the quality of that food. And this wife of his then left him for his damn uncle and is now potentially his aunt and has given birth to his cousins.
No, like, y'all, this is so crazy to me that I literally could throw up. Do you know what I mean? Like, this gives me so much anxiety. So the question is the cat the uncle? Do you see what I'm saying?
Is the cat the uncle?
Did you put the what's the English word? Did you put a spell on the
yes.
Or like yeah, and it's like SHRAP, which is like a spell and a bad, you know, like the eye. Yeah, hex. Thank you. Yeah. That's what I feel like. Because what do you mean? You walking around with your cat like it's nothing.
All I remember, I can't stop hearing. Is it Jocelyn who said, "If you're a mama and you ain't got your baby, then your mama got the baby, then the grandmama is the baby." That's what I'm hearing right now. Then the uncle is the cat. You know, if your wife is your uncle's child, and your wife leaves you for your uncle, and your uncle and your wife have kids, then your baby is your cousins, and your uncle is the cat. Yeah, we're so lucky we're not live right now, y'all. I'm sorry. This is time.
I think that's why we got.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, I'm crying because what do you mean you're married? It's like your ex-wife is married to your dad's brother.
Did they get married? The
fact that we don't have receipts, screenshots.
Right. Thanksgiving dinner pictures. I need to know if y'all be at the same. Do y'all go to your uncle? Do you still go to your uncle's house?
Does he have to sit at the kids' table?
Right, because you're one of the kids now. Do you sit with your little cousins?
I think the little cousins that are your ex-wife's kids. But the thing is, like, does Uncle look like Captain Jason?
Oh, you're saying like, is it acceptable? Like, would you
Yeah.
like sign off on the relationship? Look here. What if this man and his wife had a child, and then she did it?
No,
Then she left.
no. Then
Because if
he
they have
made
a
her into the
child, then
captain.
the cousins are siblings.
Yep, they're half siblings and cousins. It is getting real Alabama here.
This is too much. It's too
getting
much.
real Oklahoma here. I don't like it. I don't like it.
But we left Broken Arrow a long time ago. We weren't going back. It's giving Norman. It's giving
It is giving Norman. That is correct. The most crazy ass place I've been. And
it's giving Norman. It is.
Shout out Norman, Oklahoma, as you see behind me. Anyway, but nah, this is horrendous. It is so bad. And how dare they fumble the bag?
This is all I needed to know. You could have dedicated a whole episode to this, and I would have been seated like this.
Because I need you to pull out the ancestry.com,
right,
and be like, this is how this happened.
Right,
this happened. You know, the royals are like, this one had this kid, but then they have some weird messed up like arrow that kind of goes in a circle. That's what I need.
Did she leave you and then go be with your uncle, or did she cheat on you with your uncle? Did your uncle sleep with your wife?
Cheat. Come on.
I need to know. Just was it. You can't just leave me on a hook for this.
Cheated.
Yeah.
The cops are here. Can you hear them? They're here for your wife and your uncle. Please. No, this is so ridiculous, and I'm so annoyed. Like, I mean, I think we need to get Chef on next week.
We gotta know. Look,
Zandy, you're moved.
Zandy and Chef. Zandy, I'm about to DM Zandy and say, can you please reach out to Chefy? We got bigger questions. We got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, sorry, Zandy. You gotta move. I can't. Oh my God. The thing is the uncle gonna come on the podcast? And he's gonna say, I'm French, I'm cheeky. It's okay.
It happens. Because Chappell seemed too cool with this. Because like I said, the Batman couldn't have got this information out of me.
No, he did not give a single fuck when he said this.
Right. How old is he now? Because he said he got married when he was 26. He can't be that much older than this. Like, this is not 30s,
like
right. So maybe it's been like 5-6 years since that happened. Since
the
marriage.
Care. I don't care.
Look, I need to know. That's first of all, that is a I can't, for lack of a better term, blood feud that I would have with my uncle at that point. Like,
no pun intended. Yes.
Exactly. Like, I would never let that go.
Ever.
Never.
I think I would wreck their house. I think I would spread their social security number, something.
And I think no jury in the world will convict you. I think people will be like, well, I have to look the other way. Sorry. No. I need to hear both sides.
He's French. He's cheeky. He had to do it.
Look, have you checked out his lamb? You know?
The thing is, the French protest for everything, right? Like, that's their thing. So you're telling me that the people that are mad that, you know, they just had, I think, was that France? Yeah. That just like the work week was being extended and they were doing all of these protests. You're telling me these people are okay with their their wife leaving them for their uncle.
Stand up, Chefy. Stand up.
I hate this for us. I hate this. Okay? What's going on? But the thing is, all these people are oversharers because let's never forget dad number one, Father's Day out, Jared.
Yeah. Woo. Okay. He's never met the baby.
No,
is the grandma the baby?
No, it's the cat. The cat. I don't understand because why are we sharing this, right? The thing is, it's giving the mom or the baby mama is not necessarily on the best terms with you. It's giving civil for baby, but that's it.
Yeah, and then he missed the phone call, and he's thinking like, okay,
but is he calling her on a potato? What is a Nokia satellite phone?
I don't know if it's supposed to be something you could like, because WhatsApp or something. Like, I don't know what, because like, you're out of the country.
you don't need service if you can call on WhatsApp.
I'm writing down a list of our potential guests. I got
Please.
so far I got Zandy, I got Sheffy and Uncle, okay?
Yes, correct.
And now I got Jared's baby mama because I feel like there's more to this story with the baby moms than we're getting. I
So
feel
on
like there's
Watch What
something missing.
Happens Live, if that was the first question, opening question to Jared. Jared said there's now a new man, is what it sounds like, in the life. So they've still not met because they don't want to confuse the child. So who does the child think she's talking to on the phone? Santa?
I'm sorry, that one got me. That one got me. Because yeah, if he's having daily or weekly scheduled phone calls,
two times a week, yeah.
Then the child knows he exists.
Exactly.
So if he showed up, what difference would that make? How would that confuse the child if the child talks to him twice a week?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like you said, Santa. Who does the child think he is? Because now because obviously you want the child to think new guy is the daddy.
I have no idea. It was so weird.
Sasha, what if the new guy is Jared's uncle?
It's the cat. The cat has become the uncle.
The cat has become the uncle.
That Bob's your uncle, right?
Yeah.
That's what this is giving. Because he said he still hasn't met his daughter and it's tricky. Why is tricky?
We need to look, baby moms on the list. Hell, bring the cat too. We're gonna put all these people as guests. I need to talk to everybody. I need to get everybody in the room and sit down. This is why we need reunion specials. This is exactly why.
We will host it.
Below Deck not even gonna give us one. We will make it ourselves. If I gotta send the Zoom link and the StreamYard out and go live on YouTube, we gonna make this happen. Because what the hell?
And here's the thing, like, welcome to Bravo, because I do think Chappell Bravo is known for its side characters.
Yeah.
Taylor's handbag, right? Like, there's always a side character or an inanimate object that actually is now more famous. Like, there's a charity named Homeless Not Toothless. Yes. So the point is like that this is Bravo for me. And you know what? Maybe one day we need to do it. Maybe on your Twitch, we rank all these ridiculous inanimate things.
Yeah, we got to figure something out because I need more information about all of this stuff. We deserve a deep dive.
I'm telling you, I don't understand. So y'all, yeah, please let us know if the cat will be not cat from the show, but a cat, meow meow, not Big Brother, but is who we are going to get, okay? Because Jared is a hot mess too, so that's why I'm like, tell me the whole story. Because when we're asked about how he feels about the docking, he's like, oh, I have to say it's not fuck, but it's fuck with an A.
Yeah.
What 2000s movie did we find him from?
I was so proud of him though. Because because you talked about the camera work and stuff before, but this docking was so suspenseful and they got every angle of it and it was so smooth and it's just like he's learning and he's making adjustments. I like that. But Sasha, I saw in the coming like next on Below Deck.
Yep.
The first thing they show is Captain Carey going to Jared and being like, hey, if you're not gonna be better at your job, you can go. And I was like, what happened? I thought
Jared looked like what the cat dragged in because why he looked so bad. The hangover was horrible. No, I think Captain saw him, right? Knock over the glass in front of him on the night out. And then I think he's probably going to be allegedly, maybe, we don't know, speculation, dragging his ass a little bit. Maybe.
Because he got an attitude.
Because he's a hangover.
Yeah, hangover and his feelings hurt because
the
uncle is the baby.
Yeah. And the cat is waiting to be called not bland. Yeah. Should we change our podcast name to The Uncle is the Baby?
The Uncle is the Baby. The Uncle is the Cat.
Welcome to Not Big Tech Energy.
To the Cat and Uncle podcast here on Below Deck RHAP feed.
Bravo fans will never find us.
She's Cat, I'm Uncle. And look.
Correct. I'm irritable. I don't like to leave my house. I don't let strangers come near me. Correct. I am the cat.
Whew, this episode was a
And
lot.
Chappell is Mr. Steal Your Girl. So yeah, all
And
checks
also
out.
Uncle. Very much an uncle. Uncle old, as I said earlier.
Oh my God, this has been the most unhinged podcast. Shout out to Below Deck. But anything else from Below Deck, Chappell?
No, I mean, we got the tip meeting. What was it, 22K or something like that?
Yeah, 22.5.
Yeah,
And it does
22.5.
seem someone did the math, not me. So if the math is wrong, don't at me ever in life about math. But it seems like there are, it's divided by 13 people, I believe. So either way, there's 5 people that's not seen that the tip also gets, which I thought was interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the engineer, the first mate, etc., etc. So
Gotcha.
Just in case people were wondering, quick maths for you. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Also, we're gonna get like rowdy guests, which I'm excited for next week because they're dragging Jared. Because they said, "Can you put stuff down a little quietly?"
That was fun. Okay, yeah. Okay, so also the late she
I know.
Again. I know this. I don't know this woman. I'm cheeky, so I'm just saying this from a cheeky perspective.
Correct. We're uncles. It's fine.
Yeah, she only drinks out of plastic cups, and apparently she gets very drunk. And she tells like Jared, like, "You lucky, you cute." Bruh, first of all, I would love that. Is if you're gonna give me an insult, give me that one. I need that one.
Yeah.
I aspire for somebody to be like, "Boy, you lucky, you fine as hell." Like, yeah, you see it.
Yeah, I did get it once where someone said that, and I was like, but I'm not offended. Am I that vapid?
I am. Like, yeah, you lucky you attractive because you ain't got nothing else going for you. I'm like, okay, but how attractive? Like attractive where I don't need anything else going for me. Like, this is it. I could just rest on this.
I don't think that's true, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that.
When I get so attractive where I don't have to do stuff, then that's what I want. That's
where peak. Can you imagine that we have reached trophy like spouse status? Please, God.
Right.
I see what you've done for other people.
Win, Lord, win. Yeah, but that shakes Jared to his core. Like it's just like he's crying about it and stuff.
Yeah, like, Jared's gonna be down bad next week.
Right. I know. I hate to see. I'm not praying on nobody's downfall, but I
like mess.
I can't wait. Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah. Also, Kat, we did have a moment. Speaking of bad service, Kat was a hot mess to Captain Carrie.
The silverware is going on the wrong side. She doesn't know where to put it. She's reaching over people's plates. Yeah, and then I do kind of appreciate Captain Carrie and Fraser meeting up every now and then and being like, okay, but you see the same thing I see, right? Where she don't really know like. I caught that too, right? Like, because these are small problems. We have seen worse service on Below Deck.
No, but you can't reach over someone. Like, come on.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, these are like the tiny things that add up.
Yeah.
And if the captain is seeing you over and over again, just like reaching over people's food, it's like the first time, okay. Second time, okay. Like, then he has to tell you, stop reaching over their food.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Then it's
like, yeah, that's bad. So,
yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, for us to keep an eye on. Kat might be our first quit. Let's see. Kat or Jared? I can see it because Barbie had her moments, but I think Barbie's back, baby.
Yeah, she might be back. Shout out to Barbie for the comeback of the year so far.
Listen, shout out to your PR team. Money might not buy you happiness, but it'll buy you everything else.
That part.
Okay. But yes, I think that wraps up our Below Deck coverage for this week. Thanks so much. To the Peanut Gallery, as always, for walking with us. Listen, we weren't live, but it's okay. You got an unhinged podcast, so I hope that's good enough this week. We will be back next week. Hopefully we go live again, but Survivor and Big Brother is picking up on Rob as a podcast, so keep an eye out. That we'll just say that, all right? And you'll know when we come out. And y'all know we're a little toxic, so sometimes you might not know. But either way, you're gonna get a new podcast next week, hopefully at 3 p.m. Eastern, again on Wednesday. And make sure you're leaving us a 5-star review, 5 stars only. Please help us out. You can just talk about your uncles and your cats in our reviews. All right, help us out though. And with that, you can follow me on Twitter at funsize_04. I cover a weekly pop culture, celebrity gossip, vibes only podcast called Mess Magnets with Kirsten McKennis. You can find us on Rob Has a Podcast. Rob has a website /mess feed. It's called Mess Magnets. So you can just look up Mess Magnets wherever you get your podcast. And listen, we're going to be talking about all the best Kate Middleton conspiracies. Where the hell is Kate Middleton? So you'll find out. Maybe you will. Maybe we won't. Who knows? So check that out. And of course, Bryce Isaiah and I on the Purple Pants podcast are talking Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So we'll be dropping an episode this week as well. Listen, if you want to know about how people are fighting and went to jail, did you know Bambi went to jail over a fight with Zell? Imagine. So it's crazy. Check that out. Yeah. And what about you, Chappell?
You can catch me here on RHAP doing the exit interviews for Deal or No Deal Island, Dondi, as I call it. This week, I interviewed the first contestant voted off this week, and I will be there every Tuesday to talk to the eliminated contestants on Deal or No Deal Island, a new hit show on NBC. You can also find me on I guess on my podcast feed, Recap Kickback, where I'm just talking about whatever I want to talk about. Every week, Mari and I have been doing our top 5 Black genre of movies and TV rankings on recapkickback.com. You can find it on YouTube. But also, you know, Puya and I will be back to conclude our coverage of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And then Mari and I have a lot of good programming coming for March as well. Gia and I are still talking about Abbott Elementary over on there and on the Abbott Elementary podcast feed. So check that out on recapkickback.com and then subscribe to Recap Kickback wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes, do it. Support Chappell and say you're from the Peanut Gallery. All right.
Please. Yeah.
Please help us out. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Bye.